So coaching was initially something that I was always drawn to, that natural desire was there. And then luckily for me, it was recognised by a mentor of mine at that time who happened to be the talent director of the company that I work in, CDE Global. So she had then said to me, look, this is definitely something that I should explore, and tasked me then with the search of checking out courses. So I did that, and then I came across the AoEC and absolutely thought it was the right one for me. It's the triple accreditation was important, and it also was local. Coincidentally, it ended up going online, which was still great. That worked even better, but the local part of it too was a big thing. But the triple accreditation was key. I wanted something that then was going to give me that solid foundation for being able to then get certification. The positives were there were so many. It just really gave me an extended toolkit and that framework around how you would really approach different situations. And one of the key benefits to the program was really the other coaches that were on the program, because everyone was experienced. So I not only got to learn the benefits from the people, from the actual trainers who were fantastic, by the way, but I also got to learn so much from the other coaches. That really was priceless. And since then, we've even created a community of practice. So we have that sounding board now that I otherwise may not have had, maybe if I hadn't done this program. In terms of challenges, probably for me, the one challenge was about trying to not to jump in with what my opinions are, because that's one of the challenges in coaching. To do it properly, you're listening. You're not actually thinking and answering for the person. But that was probably one of the things that I learned to really improve about my coaching, was to soften really my input in terms of my own opinions. It really should be held back. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this one was really, really brilliant. I am so happy I done it. I learned so much from it. The models that they gave me were more than I was aware of. I got better questions. So I learned some really key questions to be asking coaches, and then even just observing the other participants during those experimental coaching. Like we were learning so much actually from each other. So I learned, the learning from it really blew me away. And that is honestly really, really genuine. It was a fantastic program. So initially, whenever before I done the training, definitely it was more around the grow model and some solutions focused. But once I got into learning all the different models that were available, I definitely tweaked it and improved it. It is very much solutions focused now, but it's also, I learned to really trust my intuition. And I think from doing the program, I learned that was a strength, and that now overrides my model. So my model is like the intuition is at the center of it. So while I may have the structure, if my intuition tells me something different, I do trust it and go with it, and that has proved to serve me really, really well. So I am an internal coach at CDE Global, and I've just recently started my own coaching practice, Lead Self Coaching and Development. What I have found by the internal coaching is that it's priceless, because when you do have that understanding of a corporate culture and processes and that, then you have a better understanding on what situation the coachee is actually in. And I definitely would highly recommend internal coaching as well as external coaching, because I was apprehensive about the benefits of internal coaching. Was I maybe too close? But it's actually proven to be a real strength. It's taught me, one, to trust my intuition and know that it is actually, it is something that I've got a good strength in. I'm well connected into it, but also it's probably taught me to be a better listener, and that's something that is reflected not only in my coaching, but it's reflected in my relationships with my family and friends, because I'm definitely a far better listener than what I would have been initially. So that can only be good. And then a couple of light-hearted questions about Christmas. So what present would you most like to see under the Christmas tree? Well, for me, it has to be a surprise, because I absolutely love surprises. So if there's a surprise under the tree, I will be happy. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a surprise. It's going to put a big smile on my face. And then what's my favorite festive treat? Well, for me, it definitely has to be my mum's stuffing. There's no stuffing beats it. So I really look forward to Christmas time for that. So I hope that has been useful. Definitely, I really would recommend the AoEC coaching. It really was a fantastic program. And if you have any questions, do reach out, because I did reach out to other people, previous participants, before I made my decision. So feel free if you want to reach out, I can answer any other questions. Thank you.